part about having a big forest on the side of our property. Is it a forest? Yeah. Downed branches for little Dave.
Our finds back there. Baglar. Woohoo!
And a lot of mosquitoes.
Before we wake the mosquitoes up, we got some good wood for little Dave. Very productive. Very productive little
Gathering.
Yes. Now we'll take it over to little Dave's enclosure. This enclosure to be. Toss them in there before we put the sides up. And dump them in. Dump. Hey guys, I'm gonna take you on a little foraging journey this morning with me. So we're gonna gather up some more wood. See back here, a little Dave's enclosure, which is over there. So a pretty butterfly. We're gonna head into the woods back here, see what we can find. Avoid the mosquitoes and spider webs and all that good stuff. So let's switch this around. There we go. And let's see what we can find. I drug one out already that was back here. A lot of this stuff, this fills up with water. This is a great area for frogs and the box turtles love it. We got to explore this area better, especially when it fills up with water. So let's see what we have back here. I checked this one out. This is a cool log. It's hollowed out, but it wouldn't work good for a little Dave. We need something a little lighter. I mean, not a little lighter. It's not as wet. And it's not gonna break apart. Let's see what we have here. These are pretty cool. Make sure there's no critters. That's actually a pretty good one. All right. Doesn't look like it's too dilapidated, whatever. I'm gonna see if I can drag this one out. This might fit perfect in his enclosure. So take that baby out. Got this other one here. I'm gonna see if I can put it on the back. A little orange backyard tortoise buggy. And drag it over to the enclosures. Let's see what this is never gonna work. I got them balanced on the little cart back there. So let's see if we can make it over and see if I can continue to film while I drive this thing without letting them fall. Susan's out right now, so I'm trying to do this, get this all done so when she gets home, we can just start, put the last panel of screening in so we can put little Dave in there today. So here we go. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. If this doesn't work, I'm just gonna drag it over myself. Can we do it? Can we do it? It's just basically teeter-totter back there. But I can get it. It'll help me out a little bit at least. Oh, we lost it. Alright. This part is in the shade. I'm just gonna have to drag it the rest of the way and do it old school style. A little manipulating. And just had to drag it from where the buggy is there. Tried a couple different positions, and you can see here's the long piece and here's the shorter piece that we brought over. You have to wedge these in strategically. It's like Tetris, because we don't want this stuff to fall on little Dave. So we try to, I mean, I'll even stand on some of this stuff, like the rocks and stuff, to make sure it's sturdy. Don't mind if it wobbles a little bit, nothing's gonna be perfect. Or even if this stuff bounces, that's fine. But you can feel when something is close to shifting, and we gotta be careful of that. Also, what you gotta be careful of is when you're using something like this, this is kind of balancing this big old branch against this stump here. You got to be careful that this is pretty strong, because if it's not strong enough over time, or if you're walking in here and you lean on it, this could give way and it can break, and that can change the whole dynamics of your structure, and you know, can cause this whole thing to fall over and injure whatever you have in your enclosure. So it's good to go around, and we're constantly, as we set things up, pushing on things. Sorry, I'm not getting in the shot here, but what we do, we try to work with what we have. I mean, it'd be cool down the line to get some big rocks in here delivered, but we don't have the time right now. We're doing all these builds, and we want to get these guys in these enclosures as fast as possible. So we utilize logs. Our neighbors cut down some trees, and we had some stumps and things like that way back there on our property. Went back into the woods, as you've seen, and grabbed different branches that broke off trees over the years. And we try to utilize a little bit of everything and wedge it in. If you know, it's easy to change out. If over the winter we decide to get rocks put in here or something like that, we can do that. It's just going to be a little bit tougher because right now we have this whole side here open. We didn't put the screen in yet. This will be last. As I mentioned in our last build, we keep one side one side open, unfinished, with screening, so we can bring different decor rocks and all that stuff in and out easily, instead of just going through a little 2-foot wide door. We learned that the hard way back in PA. So buttoning this side up will be the last thing we do. Hopefully we'll do that today. And I'll just have to get some trim. I ran out of trim, as you can see up here. But that's no big deal. We can still put little Dave in if possible. His hide's gonna go up on top of that table there. He already has a hide in his enclosure that I built out of extra wood. For now, it's good. So we're getting there. I'm gonna go back to our sand pit way in the back. I'm gonna take the buggy back there and pick up some sand and just kind of lay it around the rocks here, make it look a little lived in. I personally don't like cut off pieces like this. It looks too unnatural. And you know, I like pieces that have naturally broken off of trees, but unfortunately they're not always available. And sometimes these pieces make the best anchors, so we can kind of wedge all the other cool pieces in there. So that's it, guys. We'll be doing a final video, and hopefully we'll get little Dave in there today or tomorrow. Sand pit we keep on telling you about back here. Okay, the creek's back there. Just to give you perspective, there's actually a cow farm back here. We have an electric fence behind all these shrubs and any critters. But yeah, so that's our neighbor's cow farm back there. I think they have like 60 acres. But where we are in the property, like I said, the creek runs the whole length of our property here, and you can see the buildings way up on the other side. And I don't know if you can see little Dave's enclosure, or that's the Brock's right back there. That's where we get some of our logs. We call that our Stonehenge. So this is where I'm going to dig out some sand here. Bunch of sand back here. Goes back here. We dug out a lot already. They used to, this property, they used to dig sand out of the creek as a business. I guess this is where they dumped it, or kept a big pile of it, and they'd sell it to a lot of the dirt fill places in the area. So lucky for us, we have lots of sand to use. All right, just wanted to show you guys where that was.
Here we go.
Best part of this whole month of building our masterpieces. Goliath? Little Goliath.
Little Davy and Goliath.
Little Davy. Yeah.
Little Davy and Goliath. David.
Little Dave.
Hi, baby.
Little Dave from Camp Cannon fame. Yeah, he's going to that, buddy. I know.
And then we're going to put Ollie in here
I know.
and get him out of a small enclosure that he's been in. He's going to scratch you.
I know.
Hi, buddy.
I know. I know, buddy. Oh.
Got him.
Yeah. Oh, it's okay, buddy.
Okay, David.
bud.
Come on, bud.
It's okay.
Don't be scared.
It's okay, buddy.
Got a nice big house for you.
I hate holding him so tight.
I know.
Long walk,
Big
though.
house for you, buddy.
Nails. Oh, it's okay, buddy.
Look
It's
at
okay,
this.
pal. Ready?
Look at this, baby.
Ready, bud? Oh, there you go. There you go. Isn't that cool? Look at all that room you got there. As friendly as they are, they don't like to be picked up.
No.
At least not tight like that. Now, when you
Yeah.
hold them in here, it's different, but you got to be careful that he doesn't get away from you, so you have to hold him a little tighter, and they sense that, and he's pooping.
Aw, it's a nervous
Dave's
thing.
First,
We need a housekeeper.
housekeeper. He christened it.
Yay. You christened it.
I pooped a little too, Dave.
Hi, buddy.
Sorry, bud.
What's in the
I always
house?
feel like when we do something like that, I lose their trust a little bit.
Nah, Dave's cool.
I know. You notice he
Dave's
didn't open his mouth.
No, he's not aggressive at
He
all.
just doesn't like to be.
He's got his eyes closed. You're gonna love it in here. We're gonna get
how
you some
big
more
little Dave
plants.
is.
I know, handsome. Now we could sit in here, hang out with him.
Yeah, this
We have
is
to just
so
kinda
much
reach
better.
in
Look at
and-
this.
He's got his little house up here. We'll be able to feed him up here, and he's not aggressive at all. I mean, he comes right to us. He's super cool. I don't know. We're gonna have to get him a little potty.
Yeah, if you guys look at Camp Kennan's page, you can see him. I think in October 2015. I think he hatched out, and he had issues with his egg sac, and Kennan nursed him back to health, and we were lucky enough to get him from Kennan. So if you search back on Kennan's archive videos, you'll see little Dave when he was
Tiny.
tiny. When we got him, he was
He was
small.
small.
He was about 2 years old. He was like stunted.
He's in here for 2 seconds. He's gonna get stuck.
Yeah.
No, you can see the blue on him. Wow, you can see that blue on him, Dave. He's like a little dinosaur. He's got the most dinosaur-looking scales on him.
What are you doing?
Are you gonna get stuck in here? Huh?
Where am
You better suck it in. Oh, it's good. He can fit.
This is great for him. They like to create, just like we said in the other one, all these little caves and crawl spaces.
Nooks and crannies.
Yeah, that he can get on, and plenty of places to bask and graze. And then he also has his home, and we'll put a little water container in here for him too.
Hi, buddy. You're so handsome. Man, look at that. Look at those scales. Look at that. That's so cool. You look beautiful. You look beautiful, buddy. Yes, you do. Little bulbous head. Look at that little bulbous head. So cute. Where you go, bud?
There you go, pal.
Still got a little touching up to do, but
Yeah. He's in here.
he's in
Secure.
there. Yay, good job, babe.
Good job, babe.
Poop away. Go ahead, Davey.
Plenty of upcoming videos of Dave and his
Yeah,
new enclosure.
watch him grow.